Welcome back. Welcome back, gang. I know we had a little hiatus in getting things together, doing stuff, growing this mustache, as you could tell, trying to get it so it can curl out, I want it to at least curl out once and then twice, I want it to do the in and then another curl. So it's full. Oh. When you go to a foreign dignitary's island, you must adhere to the local customs. Type B is what I'm going for. So stay tuned. I know right now it's looking very small hat Austrian painter, but hear me out. It'll get better. Things will get better. I assure you. So, what's happened lately? I don't think there's been anything too crazy. The government was shut down. They voted it to open back up. They voted to release the Epstein files after the last time Trump was asked about them. They said that there were no files and that it was over 10,000 hours of unsafe child material, video material, whatever. And Pam Bondi said it was that sick freak Jeffries, whatever stash. So they tried to say that after having told us that there was over 10,000 hours involving politicians and all sorts of high level people, and they wanted to make sure they got everything right, blah, blah, blah. Well, now they voted that they will have an investigation and documents will be released. I don't know. I don't see how anybody could have the wool over their eyes on this and think that it's actually going to be what they are trying to make it seem like it's going to be. It's not. It's not going to be anything. Anything that does come out will be exactly what they want you to see. And whenever whatever does end up being released gets released, it'll be, on the same minute that they're voting to make anti-Semitic remarks illegal in public libraries, and punishable by like felony, class D felony and imprisonment for X amount of years. It's always some weird bullshit like that. In brighter news, though, I've been trying to keep up to date and catch up on everything AI. I've been neglecting trying to do more AI tasks and simple jobs on this Outlier.ai site that I was doing gig work for. That seemed, it felt, and they were slaving me a lot on most of the projects. I got one good one, and ever since then, it's been nothing available, or if something is available, it's got like a 6 hour training, and it's so stringent on what you have to do that, if you're not like fully engaging yourself and overwriting and over explaining everything, you don't deserve to earn the like $18 an hour they're trying to pay you. And it usually ends up taking you an hour and a half to earn that 18. So it's really like $10 an hour. Yeah, bullshit. But there are gig type apps and jobs coming for the AI field for everybody. I guarantee you. If there's gig work for me who has literally no knowledge on AI outside of teaching myself through YouTube, there's gonna be gig work for everybody in the AI space. Especially at the beginning, when the robots and everything first start taking over, they're gonna need a lot of very basic shit. Take videos of you gripping different objects. Show us how the palm grips. We're totally not using this to teach our robots to replace you. Nah. What I have been seeing though is what was it? Tesla had their yearly stockholders meeting, their annual stockholder report, I think it's called. And Elon's been going to a couple different events. I think the one I just saw was the Saudi US Investment Convention, something like that. And he also did Rogan, a lot of crazy stuff. On Rogan, he said that at his next like big something, he's going to reveal that like the project they're working on next is some kind of flying car, some sort of personal use hovered utility vehicle, I'm guessing. But he didn't really say much. He just said it's basically going to be a flying car and it'll either be very, very cool or very, very bad. And that seemed interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Flying cars, I don't know. My thing with flying cars, I've thought about it briefly, but I've thought about it. And what I keep coming on is the point I keep coming to, I mean, is we can we can barely drive regular cars. People can barely handle traffic as it is. And a lot of people can't. A lot of people really, really can't handle traffic. Whether it's two lane, whether it's one lane, whether it's two lane animal conservation area, whatever that shit's called. They can't do it. There's people who even in deep, there's cars are going 70, nobody's it's no stop and go. People aren't going too slow for anything. And there's still those people on the freeway. You will see when you drive who are skeet skirting all the way around, all the way across 4, 6, 8 lanes just to get half a second in front of everybody else when realistically my cousin's done the math. I've got the data to prove it. In like 98% of cases, driving like that, swerving through traffic, you're only going to get there 2 to 5 minutes earlier than you would have driving regular. Driving the speed limit, 5, 7 above the speed limit. It's all very relative. Like the only time going 90 the whole way is actually going to be good for you is if you're driving from the Bay to LA. If you're driving a 400-mile journey that let's say would take you, let's say you're going 600 miles, going 60 miles an hour will take you 10 hours with no traffic, just straight go, no stops, nothing, 10 hours. So yeah, if you go 120 that whole way, your trip just went down to 5 hours. It's simple math, you know? So my point is, how are we going to trust people to be able to fly safely? That's all. And I mean, I see the vision, don't get me wrong. I see his vision. He was also talking about how self-driving by the next update will be good enough to where people can text and drive and won't need a hand on the wheel at all time. And then the update after that he's planning will be the update where you can literally get in your car, go back to sleep, take a nap, wake up, you're at work, you know, get back in the car, pass out, wake up, you're home, you know? So his idea is definitely going to be full self-driving flying taxis. That I understand how like a fully autonomous vehicle flying will be much faster. You know, it'll be much more efficient in a lot of ways, especially since they can all plan with each other, route their routes and everything based off each other and, you know, with like millisecond lag or millisecond input they'll be able to change on a dime if they realize, oh, we're on the wrong path. There's a car coming toward, there's a bird, stop, pull back. Like, that shit'll be instant. Microseconds even for reaction times on these full self-driving machines. But yeah, that was just the beginning. That is the first. He also went on to talk about humanoid robots. The humanoid robot surge, which Elon swears will be the biggest product in history. He said it'll be bigger than the phone, bigger than the car, bigger than the wheel. Like it's it. And he has, he's been doing analytics and working the market and doing business in every domain for at least 20 years now. So he's pretty confident that he's speaking the truth. I mean, I believe it. I believe it can be. NIO 1X, the company, dropped the very first, to my knowledge at least. NIO had a different one that Kai Cenat had on his last Mafia-thon. It was like there was the 1X NIO something something, and it was like a robot that didn't have legs. It had like a big ass wheel or like an omnidirectional tire that it would like run around on. And its AI was basically like Chat GPT 2 level. It was very basic. The one they dropped this month is a humanoid robot, exactly like you'd expect. Comes in 3 skin tones. I've seen people say, we really bringing back slavery, y'all. We're really bringing it back. We saw it leave 2 people ago. Our great grandparents saw slavery ousted forever. And now we, the great grandchildren of those people, get to see slavery brought back and at a cheaper rate. It's coming back. It's cheaper. It's less bad because you don't have to feel as bad. You don't have to put as much work in. It's slavery 2.0. NIO is advertised to do all your household chores. They didn't advertise it as like, this robot will accompany you. This robot will make women feel safe on walks. No. They said this one is for your household chores. This one is the butler robot. This will be your butler's best friend. He will not have to check on you. Your butler will be jerking on, be like, hey, NIO, go ask Bo if he wants a drink. The robot, Master Bo, would you like another beverage? He said he would like another beverage. All right, NIO, on the rocks. Shake it, do the little thing, and get him his drink. Yes, Master Wayne. Oh, Master Wayne, we have your drink, Master Wayne. Thank you, NIO. Tell Woodhouse he's fired. Tell Woodhouse his job is going to be remote and then he will be fired in 6 to 12 months once he has trained his replacement. But no, Elon said that his robots are going to be it. Like he was saying that they've been delaying them and they were supposed to come out already, but he wanted to wait so the hands would be perfect, so it would be like, something that wouldn't have crazy product problems right off the line and people would have to send back and bring in and update. I imagine that he had his people, he gave it to them. He has people he's paying to test these and write everything down, record everything in your house with NIO so we can study it and feed it to the AIs to tell us how to do it better. And I feel like he went that route instead of getting the fast money and dropping it instantly, you know. And I agree that's probably a better idea. He said these robots, he said that there will be over like, did he say a billion? I don't know. He said there's going to be like 100 million robots in every domain and houses all over the world in the next 10 years, like at least 100 mil, like just from his company. And he's planning on like a billion robots in the next like 15 years. So there's like literally many robots all over the world in every country doing shit. And I can't lie, I've been saying this. I for one welcome our new robot overlords, you know. It's not something that we couldn't have really seen coming, like the advent of the television and the first machines in fucking factories that were like, oh, people don't have to sort this shit anymore. We have a robot that'll sort it, or a machine that, just does this and sorts it. It was like, at that point, that there was already people looking at those things like, I feel like one day these could replace us, Doc. These these machines, what if they just make a machine that looks like a human and can do everything a human can do? And for a while it was sci-fi, it was in Star Trek, it was in Battlestar Galactica. People would be like, yeah, that would be nice, but it's at this point it might never happen. We might blow ourselves up before it happens. It was a far, far futuristic type of deal. But it's here, it's new, it's hot. They want 500 a month for the 1X. Elon said his shit's gonna drop at around the same motherfucking price, 20,000-ish, with a monthly variant, which is weird. What? I didn't pay my subscription this month, so my Neo just stays in the garage, doesn't do anything, becomes a dusty bookshelf. Can you at least freeze with your hands like this, Neo, so we can store our bongs on your hand in the garage if you're not going to do anything until we pay for you? Oh, we only pay for our Neo every other month. It saves us, instead of paying, what would 500 a month be times 10? It's way cheaper. I mean, annually, it's cheaper than to buy a whole one. Wow. So yeah, instead of paying like $11,000 a year, 11,000, $6,000 a year, we're gonna be paying three thousand a year. Three motherfucking thousand a year, as opposed to the 20,000 initially. That's smart. I'm gonna suggest that. As long as, when you don't pay for a month, they don't come and pick up the robot and then you gotta get another one delivered when you order it the next month. That would be some bullshit that would keep people subscribed. But yeah, flying cars, robots. They said robots are gonna be in literally every domain. If you're working with your hands, if you're a welder, if you're some kind of artisanal worker, it's going to take them a while to get there, but count your days. Elon said that work should and will be optional. He said money will be obsolete. It'll make no sense to have money, and work will be optional. He said, like many years ago, all people used to have to farm and grow vegetables or know somebody who grew vegetables. Now they don't have to do any of that. But people still farm and grow their own vegetables because they want to, because they feel it completes them in some way. It adds character. It adds a little color to their soul, to their motherfucking soul. Great. It adds something to you as a person to draw, to know the amount of slave labor you have put yourself through for you to get to the point where you can make some motherfucking music second motherfucking nature. Doc. To where you could do a backflip and not worry about breaking yo god diggity ditty damn neck. Man, to where you get the point. So he was saying that work will be optional in the future. And people kept acting like it's going to be communist slave labor, people stuck in their houses forever. That's what COVID was training us for, all this type of shit. But Elon was, I don't know, he was pleading a very good case that it's going to be much more like horses to cars. Hear me out. We still get everything done that we got done with the horse, with the car. People still have horses. People who want horses still have horses. People who don't want horses and hate and abuse and beat the shit out of their horses, don't feed their horses, don't water their horses. Those people no longer have to have horses, and you can be justified in saying they don't deserve a horse. They're not going to take care of it. Before, they had to have a horse. If they didn't have a horse, they'd get a donkey or fucking a bear or something they could ride on the back of that would make getting miles across the fucking land easier, like a car does. Once the car came out, an animal, a living thing, didn't have to be tortured and used for your own labor without any consideration for its well-being, for its sanity, all the above. Like it was basically turned into a machine for many people. For some people, the horse was a valued member of our family, and we took care of Uncle Ed. He was our uncle, you know? Good old Catreer Horsehead Jenkins, being a member of this family, been hauling wood, been did got more bread on my motherfucking table than you, son. You done cost me more than you could but can imagine, boy. All right, I'm telling you what, that horse is gonna get a solid gold stable and a goose down, Canada goose down, Canada goose down Abbey puff coat and new bed. You know what I'm saying? New bed, son. That horse done put my back in place more motherfucking times than I can count. Hang. So you gotta know what the rock is cooking. Okay? Now that we got a car, don't mean that this horse ain't gonna live out the rest of his years like somebody who done put his time in, got his damn, got his goddamn work done, and earned a healthy retirement due to our socialist politics. Now, the human gonna have the same giggity goddamn treatment after thousands, potentially millions of years struggling, slave laboring, charcuterie, cutting up our own cheese, cutting up our own grapes, cutting up our own, cutting up our own. We don't got to no more. I don't got to no more. I, Senator Whiteman, Senator Hook Whiteman could chop something up if I want to. Senator Whiteman could grab my Optimus robot and ask him to chop everything up for me that I want chopped up, brought out on a nice silver dish, slather that whole baby in a grease pile of donkey sauce, and serve it to me. I'm talking about. And I could still feel good about it. Now, the moment I don't, I could do all that myself. Feel like I put the work in. Feel like I slaved and I labored and I slaughtered the pig myself. That's all I'm going to say for today. Okay? Remember that. Do a cuckoo cachoo. Remember that too. Okay? Don't forget, Senator White, man, don't got to do nothing he don't want to do. And pretty soon, he ain't going to have to neither, because he going to do that. Rent him a brand new robot. That robot there, that robot's going to do all my mechanical work. I don't got to touch the cars, but if I want to, if I want, if I giggity god damn, if I want to get up underneath that big roll under, lift, lift, lift the whole car up. I could ask my robot to do it. Tell me what's better than that. You think of it. It's too much labor. You can't do it. It's going to break your back. $500 a month. You buy a 1X Neo, you get that bitch shipped out to your house. You slave it into whatever you was about to do. You're a manager now, son. You're a CEO and you got an employee for $500 a month. You can start a food truck. You got a chef. You got somebody to drive the got. Come on. You got all in one. Business for none. Business ran by one. I'm just here to watch the robot make me money. I'm still going to be making music, but I got the robot to engineer and mix and master and film all my videos and edit all my reels and post them all for me at a lively time because the robot got the algorithm. The robot knows when. Okay? Take that to your soul. Take that to your heart. Take that as some gold in verbal form art, son. I was in the smoke shop the other day, and this white girl that I'd seen a couple of times in there working the counter, looked at me and like she like I don't know, she looked at me like in a weird way. Like, I don't know if she wanted to fuck me or kill me, you know. I did, but she looked at me and like the way she was looking at me, I didn't even see her at first, but like I felt it, and then like I looked at her and I was like, oh, that's where this feeling is coming from. And it like felt like she needed a response, right? White lady, kind of pale, sickish, looked like she might have been off dog food or something. White lady. So I just look at her, I give her the keep like get back to what I'm doing. She's like, oh no. Why did you give me the white people smile? You gave me the white person smile. Yeah, bitch, the fuck? I don't fucking know you, you sickly looking motherfucker. I was gonna say hi and be nice and this and that and everything, you know? But she just attacked me off the dribble as soon as I walked in. And that hurt. That didn't really hurt anywhere, but it was a little bit annoying. And I think that's where she was going. So she got the mention. Shouts out to you if you're out there listening. If you ever see this random white lady from Smokeside, I see what you did there. I see what you're trying to do. All right, keep it in your pants, ma'am. Yeah, what else did they talk about? What else had gone on with the Elons? Oh yeah, Neuralink was I think he said they have 10 or over 10 patients now with Neuralink implants. They're all going smooth. They're working on their blind sight, which is going to be a Neuralink brain implant that'll give vision back to the blind. They're still like advancing in the paraplegics, like they've been working with the last few people they got Neuralinks in that were like on Rogan and all over the news. Things are moving forward. Money is apparently going to become obsolete, but I still got to pay these goddamn diggity damn bills. And it's okay. We all do, at least for now. We all cool. So I turn it over to you guys. I love y'all. Love you for making it this far. Proud of you. Get your head in the game. Okay. It's not a game. We're back in it. We're back on it. We're back doing it. I'll see y'all next week with another hot take on what the hell is going on. Have a good night.